All right, guys, let's try this again. This is the second live stream that I'm pulling in right now. And it's something going on with the internet, with Comcast. I don't know what's going on with Xfinity. I've called them already. Apparently, they only target. Apparently, people like me who talk about this kind of stuff are the ones that they're really targeting. I don't know, man. It's happening with a couple of YouTubers and stuff like that I check up on and things, and they say, when they start talking too much like this, then they coincidentally the internet goes down. Well, Comcast, you better not try it out. All right, but look, uh, so this is some bombshell information. So breaking news, folks, coming from the Georgia's polls. So it looks like Senator Warnock has been caught in 8K talking to a supervisor, board of, a supervisor of pollster here, who, well, you guys are gonna see right now. I have it on my Twitter. If you guys aren't following me on Twitter, you can follow me at TPL_news. Again, that's at TPL_news, and I have the video right then and there for you guys. Um, but yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna have to pause the video in between because you're not gonna be able to hear Senator Warnock talk to the lady called Shay, who's the supervisor for the polls. But they do have subtitles, and I will go ahead and read them out to you guys. But yeah, let's go ahead and get the ball rolling. So Shay says here, Shay is the supervisor for these polls, and she's talking to Senator Warnock right now. And Shay says to Senator Warnock, I'm going to vote. It is time to consider taking out the boxes and doing our thing. Now, if you guys remember, okay, back with President 45 and the whole thing with the video, where here in Georgia there was a lady and it's her who made an announcement, and this was during the November thingy, and everybody had left, and there was only her and some other folks. And after they had left, she had been taking out these briefcases from under the tables, and then whipped out like what looked to be like ballets, and started counting those. Okay, and now you're gonna get to see part two, which is the breaking information and who the orders came from, and you're seeing the rat right there. His name, Senator Ralph Warnock. The orders came from him, and we'll see why. So over here, Shay's telling Senator Warnock, "I'm going to vote. It is time to consider taking out the boxes." The boxes she's referring to is the ones that are under the table, and doing their thing, which is, pretty much commit to frogs. Okay. And this is what you want, says Shay to Warnock. Let's continue. Then Ralph gives the okay, pretty much insinuating. Okay, so then Shay said, "So let's do our thing. Take out the boxes." Senator Ralph Warnock says, "Okay." Then Shay looks at the poll watchers, makes a hand gesture to cover up the mouth and the face. So there were other people who were implicated here, and they were trying so hard and so bad to not let anybody else see them or anyone else. And it's truly groundbreaking, folks. This is the infestation from the swamp that President 45 talked about and warned us about. You got over here different rats. And so Shay looks at the poll watchers, makes a hand gesture, and covers up her mouth and face so nobody else can see her, what she's saying or what she's doing. Let's continue. Then Ralph says to Shay, "I'm sure you see things you're not going to mistake." And he's referring to the poll watchers and cameras. So pretty much they are doing everything to commit FRAUD without letting other poll watchers or cameras see them. This is the stuff that happens in Banana Republic countries, man. Okay? See, if you guys don't know about me, man, I come from Venezuela. In 1999, my parents brought me here, man, because we suffered the same thing that happened over here. Okay? And then we were taken over by a guy named Hugo Chavez. Okay? And 21 years later, now we, the Republic, are asking for justice, man. But seriously, folks, this is the same stuff that you see in other countries happening, like Cuba, some Asian countries and this and that. They do this stuff like this, man. Okay, so they are literally committing Fraud, right there under the noses of poll watchers and cameras. As Ralph tells Shay, the supervisor of the polls, I'm sure you see things you're not going to mistake. And he's referring to the poll watchers and the cameras. Let's continue. Then Shay tells Warnock, 1,000 to 2,000, do you copy? So pretty much Shay is telling Senator Warnock that they're going to count between 1,000 to 2,000 FAKE ballets, so that it goes for the puppet Biden and also Warnock. And let's continue with the film. Then Ralph tells Shay, well, I hope that you can do something simple about it come sometime on Friday. So basically over here, Senator Warnock is telling Shay, the supervisor poster, that hopefully she can do something about, getting him some results come sometime Friday. Let's continue. Then Ralph tells Shay, we took them up already, Washington and The Hill, which means that the Washington Post and The Hill newspaper are implicated in this too, and they have been bought and paid for by Warnock and his team to pretty much instruct them to tell the masses that they are going to be the winners, and that they're going to be the ones that are going to be in position of power. Okay. So again, Washington Post and The Hill were bought and paid for to cover up for the FRAUD for Senator Warnock and Biden and company. Then Ralph says, to Shay, the supervisor of the polls, the problem is we asked you to do something about it. And then Ralph says again, you make up an announcement here and you make a movement tomorrow about it. So pretty much, I believe this was the night before, or I think this was the night of the election, and in the morning time, which would have been technically tomorrow during that time in November. As you guys remember, we've seen that video of the Shay lady pulling out boxes from under the table, right? She made a big announcement. Folks, this lady had made a big announcement. You remember showing me the tapes during the trial. And no, but yeah, pretty much, you guys remember that video where that lady here in Georgia took out some boxes and briefcases from under the table, made an announcement, everybody had left, something about lunchtime or go take a break, and then she started pulling out these papers with what looked to be like ballets, and that's what they're referring to. So pretty much, Senator Warnock had told Shay, the supervisor, you make up an announcement here and you make a movement tomorrow about it, pretty much to get him the results, right? And then after it, you do something about it. So make the announcement and then do something about it. Make the announcement and do something about it. Then Ralph tells Shay, take those boxes and get me some results. Wow, folks, this is just a bombshell. This is total bombshell. Groundbreaking information, folks. This is what they don't want you to hear or look. It's all frogs. All right, guys, but seriously, when they were shown, when President 45 had shown a video here in Georgia about some posters taking out some briefcases and boxes from underneath the tables and started counting this stuff, the orders actually did come from someone on the top, and the top guy was Senator Ralph Warnock, as he just instructed this lady to make any kind of announcement to get these people out, and then to take out the boxes and get him some results. Wow, folks, this is the kind of stuff they do in third world countries. Then Ralph tells Shay, you are the supervisor, part of our county. So pretty much telling Shay, the supervisor, you have the power to be able to make the announcement, get these people out of here, and be able to like take out the boxes and get Warnock the results that he was, that he paid for. Okay, and you'll see why I say pay for. Ralph then tells Shay, offer excuses, make an announcement. If you guys remember when President 45 showed us the Georgia poster clip when the ladies were taking out boxes from underneath the tables and putting them on the voting tables, this is part of all of that, right? This is part two, pretty much. So Senator Warnock told her to offer any excuses and to just make an announcement. So she made up an announcement, told everybody to take a break and go home for the night, that they weren't needed. We remember that, folks. We remember. We don't forget. Because as we know, Pepperidge Farms remembers. Pepperidge Farms remembers. Ralph tells Shay, "Oh my God! If you guys have to look at the video. Go to Twitter and look up my username at TPL_news, and you'll be able to see the video." Ralph tells the lady Shay, the supervisor, poster, we are paying you $100 an hour, so offer excuses. So this lady was getting paid $100 an hour. Okay, and that is part of the deal. That is part of why he needed the results, because she was getting paid and bought for $100 an hour, folks. Who makes $100 an hour? I don't even think. I think doctors are close to making $100 an hour, right? Maybe some engineers, perhaps some construction workers, and But who makes $100 an hour at a polling station? Not unless you're doing something fishy. Which in this situation, this is what we find ourselves in. Senator Warnock, you have been caught in 8K, my guy. Okay, and we're coming for you, and we're gonna lay down the law. Okay, and you're gonna get arrested, and you're gonna pay the price, because we always knew that you didn't. That it was supposed to be either Laughlin, or who's the other person? Purdue. I remember. Pepperidge Farms remembers. It was a battle against everybody thought it was going to be Purdue. I saw signs everywhere here in Georgia saying Purdue for senator, Purdue, or Laughlin. I thought it was going to be either Purdue or Laughlin. I really thought it was going to be Purdue. But obviously now we know why it was Senator Warnock, because he paid the poll's third supervisor $100 an hour to get him some results, and here we are today. So let's continue to play the film. Then another guy says loudly, so privately you wanted to, I don't know who that guy is, but let's continue. Okay, so he's also part of the swamp, because Ralph just told that man, listen carefully, you can be heard. Oh my God. Bombshell, folks, breaking news. This is coming straight from the swamp. Don't tell, and I warned you, folks. I warned you. Okay, so now we gotta take out the rats. We gotta take out the roaches. We gotta take them to the back. We gotta take them to the cows. We gotta lay them on the grass, and we gotta tell them to look at the prairie flowers, man. But no, yeah, guys, this is some serious stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Senator Warnock over here telling the other guy who's also implicated, hey, listen, man, you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful, man. You can be hurt, man. Don't you know where you are, man? You got cameras everywhere. You got a camera over there. You got a camera over here. You got a camera everywhere, man. You can't be talking loudly, man. You wanna do this with me? You wanna get paid $100 an hour, man? You gotta listen to me, man. But you gotta keep your voice down, man. Okay? You gotta keep your voice down, bro. Wow, guys, this is just a damn shame, but that's why I'm here, exposing the rats and exposing the roaches so they can get justice and arrested. All right, let's see here. Senator Warnock is walking over there towards the man, tells the man after. So pretty much they're going to be discussing this after. All right, so that because obviously there's too many cameras everywhere and too many people watching, poll watchers and things like that. So Senator Warnock is there telling the other guy, hey, man, we'll talk about it after. Hey man, we're gonna talk about it, man. But we're gonna talk about it after this, man. Okay? Because if you wanna be on my team, man. Okay? But we gotta talk it after. We gotta keep our voices down. Okay? I got the money, man. You don't worry, man. I got your back, bro. Okay? I got all the money you want. Okay? Just help me, help you, man. Okay? Ralph just told the guy that they're staying after the whole fact, and the man says okay. Then Ruby, I don't know who Ruby is, but we'll assume she's also implicated. Anyway, she says, "Well, they were idiots." I don't know who she's talking to or what. I don't know who Ruby is, but let's keep the film rolling. Then Ruby says, "Drive me crazy. This included. I really mean it. Don't know what that means, or what she's talking about or who, but let's keep the film rolling." Then Shay says, "Stay out of it." Okay, let me reverse that then. I think I understand who Ruby is and what's going on. Uh, okay, so Ruby apparently is the lady next to Shay, who was previously talking to Senator Warnock earlier. And apparently Ruby is another poll watcher or something. And I don't know if she's implicated or not, but let's replay that part again and see what's going on there and what she tells Shay, the supervisor of the polls here in Georgia. Ruby tells Shay, "Well, they were idiots." Ruby says again to Shay, "Drive me crazy. This included. I really mean it." So Ruby is actually against what's happening right there. She's not for it. She's actually like panicking, like, man, like, you know what I'm saying, they're idiots, this and that, what's going on, like, this whole stuff is a mess. We shouldn't be doing it. Like what like, pretty much she's against it. And then Shay tells her, Shay tells Ruby, "Stay out of it." Pretty much, saying don't get involved. And not for nothing, but she is a white Caucasian woman, and Shay is a Black American woman. Okay, and so, like, they're Democrats. They're undercover Democrats who just want to see the world burn down. That's the fact of the matter, and that's the truth. So Shay tells the Ruby lady, "Stay out of it. This isn't your concern." Then Shay says again, "We have an entire evening to wipe this over and over and over again." Wow, folks. Wow. Wow. So they had an entire evening to have a picnic and to wipe out all of the things they needed to wipe, excluding their butts. Then Shay says, "Sethman can unlock the machine." I don't know who Sethman is or what, but we know which machine they're talking about, and they're talking about the dumb onion machine, folks. They are talking about the dumb onion machines. And Sethman, I don't know who Sethman is, can unlock the machine, and that is how they were able to get to the position of power that we see themselves in now. Okay, let's continue. Shay then says, "The problem is we have just 3 machines. 3 dumb onion machines." Then Shay says again to Ruby, "It's impossible to watch the flip machine." I'm assuming because it's very well guarded. So like they really tried on this one, folks. They really tried, and they got away. They got away. Okay, they got away with it, but not for long because we're exposing the rats, exposing the roaches. Shay then says to Ruby, "I thought we'd just get another one." Shay then says, "I'll hop on the machine." Shay then says again, "We'll need 3,000 people to stop it at this point." Shay then says to Ruby, "Including in the count crew upstairs." So basically, they want all these people out. They need all these people, like, the whole thing, so they could do what they did. Ruby says, all right, do you still think it's going to be possible? Wow, folks. Wow. So yeah, she's implicated. They were bought and paid for. They were getting paid $100 an hour from Senator Warnock and others, in order for them to have flipped for Warnock, and when it should have been Purdue or Laughlin, and as well as Biden and company. This is why Georgia is blue when it should be in reality red. And we all know here in Georgia that this state did not ever flip for blue. We haven't been blue since freaking Jimmy Carter. All right. After that, we've been red since like the 1990s, since the 1980s, when we chose Ronald Reagan and all of them. So, folks, this is bombshell. This is groundbreaking news right here. The reason why Georgia is blue is because Senator Warnock has been caught in 8K paying posters $100 an hour to get him some results, and using intimidation and fear and harassment to get the job done. Which is why then the lady supervisor of the polls, whose name is Shay, along with another lady whose name is Ruby, worked together to make it possible. They made a false announcement, had everybody sent out. Once they were sent out and went home, then they stayed after, so that they could whip out the fake things from under the fake papers from under the tables. And that's why this state of Georgia is blue. So after Ruby says, is this going to be possible? Shay says, no, confidence. So pretty much saying that it might not be possible but to just have confidence. And look at where confidence has gotten them now, folks. Look at where the confidence has gotten them now. And that is the end of the video, folks. Again, the video is on my Twitter. My Twitter is at @TPL_news, and you can see the video there. It'll be pinned to my profile. So you guys can go ahead and take a look at that. But wow, folks, you guys remember when President 45 had shown us the video of that lady here in Georgia taking out boxes after everybody had left? It was because they used about 2,000, FAKE belays, in order for the state to have flipped blue, and which is why Warnock had won, supposedly, air quotes, right, won this position in power that he is in. And the reason why House and the Senate are the majority blue when it should be majority red. Okay, and everything is coming out to light, folks. We might not even have to wait until 2022. We might not even have to wait until 2024. Things are exploding and being brought to light at a tremendous speed, folks. Okay, but yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this content, make sure you give me a like to push the message out there to the YouTube algorithms, so that many more people can find out the true reason why my state of Georgia is blue when it really is red. Make sure you guys leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about this whole situation. Is Warnock, should he be in prison? Should he be thrown out? Should there be a total investigation right now? What's the absurdity going to look like? But I keep covering this stuff as they come, folks. Yeah. And again, if you guys want to see this clip for yourselves, I'll provide the link down below in the description box, so you guys can take a look at it. It's on my Twitter at TPL_news. With that being said, make sure you guys give me a like on this video to push the algorithm forward, so many more people can get to know the message. Make sure you leave a comment down below and subscribe. Peace.